Welcome back to another episode of Byte-sized Brilliance with your host, DigitalDan. Today, we dive deep into the legal battle between Ripple and the SEC and the implications it holds for blockchain regulation. This is a case that has sent shockwaves through the financial world, and it's time to unravel the complexities and understand the broader impact. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's set the stage. Ripple, the company behind the digital currency XRP, has been locked in a legal battle with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The SEC alleges that Ripple conducted an unregistered securities offering, while Ripple argues that XRP is not a security but rather a digital asset. The recent partial judgment in this case has caught everyone's attention. Judge Annalisa Torres ruled in favor of both parties, with the SEC prevailing on the institutional sale of XRP tokens and Ripple coming out on top regarding programmatic sales. This is an unprecedented ruling that could have far-reaching consequences for both sides. To break it down, the judgment means that Ripple can continue to sell XRP tokens to institutional buyers, such as banks and financial institutions, but they are prohibited from selling to retail investors. On the other hand, Ripple can also continue its programmatic sales, which are automated sales of XRP through a software program. But what does this mean for the broader blockchain industry? Well, my friends, it sets a precedent. This ruling could impact not only Ripple, but also other ongoing legal proceedings involving digital assets and securities. It raises questions about how regulators view and classify cryptocurrencies and may prompt them to revisit their approach to regulation. Now, it's important to note that this is a district court judgment, and other federal district judges are not obligated to follow it. However, the implications of this ruling cannot be ignored. It highlights the complexities of regulating a rapidly evolving industry like blockchain and forces us to consider the legal and regulatory challenges that lie ahead. So what's next for Ripple and the SEC? Well, the case is far from over. This partial judgment is just one piece of the puzzle, and we can expect more twists and turns in the legal saga. Both parties will continue to present their arguments, and ultimately, it will be up to the courts to decide the fate of Ripple and the future of blockchain regulation. As we wrap up today's episode, let's take a moment to reflect on the significance of this legal battle. It's a clash between innovation and regulation, between the decentralized nature of blockchain and the centralized control of traditional financial systems. The outcome will shape the future of not just Ripple, but the entire blockchain industry. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the legal battle between Ripple and the SEC. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the ever-evolving world of technology and its impact on our lives. This podcast was co-produced by Daniel Aronoff and Mogul Media AE,